So, mate, you got the link?
I'll just jump onto the telecast.
I'm just going to mute my mic real quick for a sec there.
Okay. Testing.
Hopefully we can get somebody on that's watching the stream to give us an audio test as well, Bear.
Yeah, we might need to, because I know behind in the stream online.
Thank you, Pesky. Thank you, mate. All all good here. By the looks of that, Bear. Sound is good. Thank you, Mr. Harris.
Right.
Mr. Championship. No, he didn't win the championship, did he? Who was that? That was. Who was that? Who was that won the championship?
You're not serious, are you?
It's
You're
been a
having
long week.
aren't you?
Oh, mate, you know, when I'm at the back of the field, I don't really take too much notice of what's happening at the front.
Yeah,
Mr. Harris.
Mr. Harris.
Sorry, Mr. Harris.
Mr. Harris. Mr. Harris did win it.
Mr. Harris.
Jesus. Jesus.
I've only had one Jack tonight, mate, so.
He won it by 14 points.
14 points.
Those that 14 points in the end.
Congratulations,
for those
Mr. Harris.
that are interested.
It was my fault, Bear's mistake.
Yeah, he's got the eternal gratitude of K-Man, I believe, for winning the championship. So that's all good.
Okay, we've just clicked over to qualifying. Welcome everybody to Tier 1 at Zandvoort. By the looks of it, we have cloudy conditions, no rain. We had rain in the practice, and I'm pretty sure those drivers will be quite happy not to be seeing much rain there.
Yeah, it was raining cats and dogs, we can safely say. I can't tell. You'll have to tell me who we're on because my lagging just behind.
Okay, so I've just gone on to Ty Morgo. He's the first one out the pits.
All right.
So we'll stick with Ty, and we'll see what his flying lap's going to be. The tracks still look a little wet. There's some spray coming off the tyres there, so it's going to be a very interesting qualifying for these lads, I think. Track temp at the moment is sitting currently at 35 degrees, Bear.
Yeah, well, Ty Morgo had the fastest practice time, 1:36.3, over Keaton with the 1:36.4, and Fly was 1:36.2. I think Eagle's playing a bit of possum. He's back in pre-practice. He was down at 1:38.8. And I think Knox, he was 1:37.2. So it'd be interesting, those boys playing a bit of possum, I would say.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know about you. I am thoroughly excited for tonight. We'll go through the championship table.
That will be great. That will be great. Let the listeners know exactly what the deal is.
Yeah, what we're going for tonight. So, season 9, we've got Knox and Eagle are tied 1:38 apiece. We have Fly on 1:19 in third. Keaton on 1:19 in tied third from SAR. Then we've got Someone Awesome on 1:14. Norm on 92, Morgo and Aaron tied on 83, Thy Dog at 80, and Bounty rounding out the top 10 on 69 points for PRT. But another group of guys racing for 15th would be Jambon and Black Falcon. You know, top 15, that's the next barrier. So those boys, I'm sure, are going to be pumped and trying to gain as much ground as they can.
It's for all the marbles tonight there.
It is. I am very, very excited, Exo. I don't know about you. I think it will be...
Extremely.
Yeah, big question. Will BHR take out BHR again?
Well,
two races in a row.
So we've already had a lot of commentary curse of late, and we will not be discussing any team taking out procedures, I'd say, there, if you don't mind. Thank you very much.
Anything to help the P&L boys get across the line.
Well, you know, just so you all know, Exorcist my name is, and I race for BHR, the Mighty Green Machines. Bear races for P&L, the yellow and whatever other colours that they incorporate, especially with Bear's car. But it should be an enthralling race. I really see this race as not just as an exciting race to watch, but where if you get yourself into trouble, this race can be your nemesis really quick. If you get damage and you have to return to the pits for anything between 30 to 45 seconds damage, you could be right at the back of the pack and trying to catch up all night, I'd say.
Yeah, I think tyres will play a big part. I know definitely last week I got caught out with tyres something fierce at the back end because I think the race finished just after midnight. And the track temperature did drop down to, I think it was 20 degrees from memory.
20 degrees, yes.
20 degrees in the end. So,
I don't know how you found your car, Bear, but my car with 10 to 15 minutes left, my tyres were shot, absolutely shot.
When you mentioned 10 to 15 minutes, I thought you were talking about your lap times there for a second.
Thank you very much, Bear. Thank you very much. He's here all week. Net's down, so no race. Oh, we just got word from Andrelli. His net has gone down. That's a real unfortunate. I really wanted to see Andrelli in this final race for the season. He's been in and out of the top 10, but tonight that's a real shame for Andrelli, Bear. Nothing worse than internet dramas, especially on the night you're racing. It just shouldn't happen.
No, and I think we won't be seeing Angry tonight for the same reason. He's moved to his new house, and the possums aren't running fast enough to run his internet now that he's out in the middle of nowhere. So,
well, this is what happens when you live in Melbourne. I think it's
Victorians.
Victorians. Well, what more can you say?
Yeah, but we'd like to, I suppose, thank our sponsors like they did last week. So we've got sort of like people who've supported Race on Oz. So like Beyond Trophies, Coach Dave Academy, SimGrid. We've got Ignition Racing, Selby Acoustic, the Gamesman, obviously the Podium, and of course the best sponsor of them all, namely because they're the best team of all, is Pagny and Nest Level Racing. So just thank all our sponsors for doing their bit to help out Race on Oz and help continue to make these things possible for all of us to race. So thank you.
Well said, Bear, except for that the third part that you were talking about. I'm not too sure about what you were saying about P&L. I didn't catch that last part about P&L, but obviously it was something nice that you were saying about them. But again, I'd like to thank all the captains through all the teams. It's not an easy thing to get your teams up and going for these races every second week.
All right.
We've gone in. But all the captains, I think, they deserve a shout out as well. From my end, it would be Adman. He's done a fantastic job keeping Green Machine going in the chat and on the mic as well. It's all about passion with Adman. He loves his racing. He loves Team Green, and we, every team would be the same. You got great guys that you race with every week, and it's not just racing. It's this is something us men. I think we all need this in our lives. It just gives us that extra bit. So at the moment, we're sitting on Eagle Wind at the moment. He's sitting quite comfortably.
So we most probably, hopefully the guys will now start getting down to free practice where they got down to the 36 fours. So there's most probably, hopefully, half a second in these times. they'll be tumbling. So if we have a look at who is coming through on a lap. So if we have jump on Keaton, he's halfway around. He's going
yes,
through.
We're on Keaton right now.
Yeah, brilliant. So he's going through 6 and 7. The hiking trail, I believe. Again, pretty tricky set of corners here. A lot of people last week were losing it in there.
Turn 6.
And finding their way out into the beach. Yes.
Turn 6.
Infamous turn 6. Now, where's he going through?
Keaton's just coming up through the back end of the circuit. Yep.
Yeah, okay. Coming through the S-bend. We don't know whether let's see if he's up. So he's actually up 0.3 at the moment, roughly, give or take. Coming through the last couple of turns. He's going to want to keep it flat out here now. He's 0.4 up, so on this lap. So looks like he's going to jump up a couple of spots.
There we go. He's taking pole.
Yeah, he was 0.4 up.
0.4. 136, 622. That's a great lap there.
Yep,
he's a very quick man. He is, Keaton. He's really had that McLaren humming this season.
Yeah, he's had it cranking. I'm just going to go through and see if I can jump on any of the other boys that are coming. Whoops, no, whoops, what have I done? Just going to flip through the order. Morgo's not on the left. Knox doesn't appear to be on the left. Knox seems to be coming around to do a flyer.
We're just sitting on...
To begin his flyer.
With Gerwer. I hope I pronounced that right. He's coming on to the straight now to complete a lap. He's currently sitting in 6th place. Let's see if he improves. No, he hasn't improved.
No, he hasn't. No, he was well off his time there.
Fly's coming around. Where is Fly? He's at the back of the circuit now. He's currently sitting in 7th position.
Okay, Fly is 0.4. He's just through that set of corners. He's just dropped 0.15, so he's about 0.3 up, give or take.
Very easy to lose time going through that section as well there.
He's just picked a bucket load of time up. He's gone from 0.3 to 0.5 up. He's dropped 10, so he's at 0.4 with a big run onto the main straight here. So he's getting a good purchase here. Oh, he's lost a bit of time. He was 0.5 up. He's lost 0.3 there. He'll better his time by about 0.2 of a second, I would suggest there.
Yeah, he's moved up into 5th position there.
All right, 5th position. Who are we jumping on next?
So we got just over 2 minutes left in qualifying. So
Morgo's just creeped up.
We've got someone awesome as well. He's sitting 6th at the moment.
Awesome.
He's coming on to, where is he now? He's at the back of the track. He didn't have a great race last week.
No, Metal's coming through the last couple of turns. Yeah. It looks like he's going to increase his time by 0.15, so he might, I don't know where that throws him on the table. So it might be enough to get him ahead of Burradog, maybe.
He's in the top 10 still.
Top 10, so Burra's having a Barry. He's not on a flyer.
So we have 19 starters tonight there. We've had a couple who've had to drop out, unfortunately. Stu won't be with us tonight. Neither will Andrelli, which is
looks
a shame.
like someone awesome's going to increase. Yeah, he's picked up to 6th spot with his lap. Aaron's on a bit of a flyer at the moment. He's 0.3 up on his lap. of the minute left, so he's coming through turn 6 and 7. Get through the back of the circuit. He's 3/10 up, so he's currently in 14th. 14 comes after 13. He's half a second up as he comes through here now. So if he gets a good run, good braking into the S bend here. Well, he's not lost time, that's for sure, coming through this S bend. He's still, if anything, he's actually gained. Oh no, his exit's a bit sloppy there, so he's dropped about 1/10 of a second. But he's trying to gain it back through this run on the straight, which he has. So looks like he's going to improve by about 0.5. So he's going to half a second. I don't know where that'll land him, but he'll definitely be improving. There you go, into the top 10.
Into the top 10, sitting.
That's a great lap.
In 10th position there.
So who we got? Knox is. No, he's down just marginally on this lap. Oh no! Oh, he's run wide. So that will be the end of Knox, won't get another lap in. Morgo's marginally up, he's flirting with it. He keeps going up and down, so he's currently just a tad slower. He's getting a good run onto the straight here, so he might improve by 1/10 of a second maybe here. Maybe 1/10, or just under. No, it looks like about 7/100ths he'll increase by.
Knoxie's had a really great season in this Aston.
Yeah, it's been quite good. Have we got anyone? Who else have we got out on track?
He's coming around just to come on to the straight now. So no, he's abandoned.
No, yeah, Knox has got nothing doing.
We've got Aaron, who is sitting in 10th spot at the moment. He's going to be coming around to complete his final lap. Coming onto the straight now, is he? Yes, he is. Here he comes.
He is. Won't let me pick him up, but hopefully. Sneaks up one spot into the top 10.
Into the top 10. So you want to read our top 10 out to start this final race for the season there?
So we've got Keaton in one with a 36.5. Eagle in second. Morgo, Ewer, Knox, Zesty, Fly, Someone, Medal, and Aaron rounding out the top 10. Some interesting little matchups there in that top 10. You've got Morgo and Eagle right next to each other. You've got Knox is next to a P&L. Then you've got Fly and Someone. They're next to each other. We know how that ended last time.
Yeah, okay, we're not talking about that.
And then, so it's going to be an interesting start to the race. Like we all know, the first 3 turns are going to be everything. It's
most definitely
a 215-metre dash, to be exact, down to the first turn from the starting
and let's just
grid,
hope they can all just sit in behind each other, get themselves ready. This is an endurance race, by the way, so everybody's going to have to just cool their heels a little bit. We don't want to see anybody getting into any sort of trouble in the first 2 corners, even the first few laps. Let's race hard, but race with a bit of smarts tonight, boys, because the guys have really been struggling in these first corners in Tier 1 this season. So hopefully tonight we can rest that to bed.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Also got a shout out for AB, who normally joins us in the comm box. He's tonight. Wow. He's at the MCG. He's at Punt Road apparently.
Well, that is the rumour. It's a pretty big rumour to start.
It's a hot rumour.
We've got 90 minutes of rumours that we're going to do tonight, and big rumour. I believe your beloved Richmond lost their coach. AB is doing his coaching licence. I mean, people, join the dots. Join the dots. But back to racing.
Back to racing.
Back to racing. So I'll be really interested. Like, we didn't have rain in our server last week. We didn't have rain at all in practice. So, I mean, is there the potential for rain during the night? And if there is,
it's going to be very interesting.
How's that going to play out? How's that going to play out? Are people going to try and ride it through, have their traction up? Are they going to try and just stay out on slicks, or are you going to come in, change to wets and see what advantage you get?
It's going to put the ferrets right in the rabbit hole, Bear, I'd say. Get a bit of rain, anything can happen, but at the moment it's looking like it's all nice and clear. But again, we do not know.
Oh, look at the clock.
Oh,
it says in 2 minutes.
In 2 minutes we're going to get, yes, it's just popped up there. It wasn't like that a few seconds ago.
No, it wasn't before.
No. Well, this makes it very... This is going to be one for the books. They'll be scrambling in the pits. You know, we just do not know what people are going to do with their... this is going to be quite interesting, Bear. But here we go, everybody. We're not going to start. So it's going.
Exo.
What's wrong?
Microphone.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that better?
Yeah, you're crackling. Yeah.
I'm always crackling. Okay. So we're going to start the race off. I think we're going to from Noxie's car. He's sitting in 5th position.
I reckon if we go on to Ewer, because I think 5th was too far back. Yeah,
we'll start with Ewer.
Just that one grid ahead. I think will give us a pretty good look. Hopefully, in theory. Yep, I think Harris, you nailed it in one. Yeah, it will be good luck with the rain. I mean, I don't know about you. It was tough enough last week without it. The laps go past pretty quickly here, obviously, only being a 4.2 kilometre lap. So concentration, wet weather. I think it will be amazingly interesting. To say the least, it's just the culmination. Oh, and there we go, Mother Nature.
And it's now rain. Yes, here we go again. It's raining already.
Rain of fire is. He did the rain dance. I've put the curse on it. Great double team action there early on.
So they'd all be starting with slicks, I'd say, Bear.
I would imagine so, unless.
Yes. Would you have taken the chance and thought, well, you know, maybe it could rain?
There you go. Rain stopped. There you go. Rain has stopped.
It's all happening. It's all happening at Zandvoort.
Yeah. Well, it is located in the next to the North Sea, in the sand dunes of the town of Zandvoort.
Yes, it is.
So there would be sand blowing across, I would imagine, if you were there. Yeah, and you would get the breeze from the North Sea, which is I
think a lot of these drivers will be keeping an eye on this on these conditions up the top of the screen to see what's going to be happening next, because we just don't know.
Well, we've got a green track, so that's
interesting as well.
That's interesting. So 30 seconds to go. Looks like it's just going to be overcast for the next 6-7 minutes. Track temperatures at 32.
Oh, that's a shame.
Slight breeze, only 1 kilometre.
10 seconds.
Oh no. Stu couldn't get bugger.
Yeah, poor Stewie couldn't make the last race of the season. You know, there's nothing worse when you're trying to get home and you're ready for it.
Yeah, and just a bit of a plug for Sunday nights too, because Stu's been doing a bit of, download the PS4 version on your PS5, lads. I believe there's a couple of spots still available. They're racing the Janettas. And look, let's be all honest. Let's be honest, all of us have a little bit of Janetta in us, and we love racing those little bad boys because they are a fantastic car to drive and always create heaps and heaps of close racing. So,
have you had a go of the M2 BMWs on PS5 there?
No.
No, they're quite fun as well.
It's a BMW.
It's not a Honda. That's right. Yeah.
Correct. Correct.
All right, so they're all starting to form up around
Yep.
for this formation lap. This is going to be one hectic start, I'd say, Bear.
I don't know about you. I'm not even racing tonight, and I'm bloody as nervous as you like.
I've got the heebie-jeebies. We don't want to see anybody getting into any trouble. We just want to see some good, clean, hard racing.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly what we want to see. But yeah, first 3 turns, so we're starting to stack up a bit now. Getting ready for the start.
So we have 2 P&L drivers, second and third, Bear. You're quite confident there?
Look, you got... I actually feel sorry for the next row because you got all your BHR boys all next to each other.
Oh, they're ready to go. They're on. They're on.
Oh, no, they're on. They were on last time too. So a bit nervous for them all. All right, coming around the last couple of corners here. All right.
Oh, Mr. Harris, let's not go there. We're not going to start on any BHR cars, thank you.
Yeah, I know, right? It's worked so well. All right, here we go, boys. They're approaching starting line now. So let's see how we go.
Start has been initialised and we are green.
If we go, okay, it looks like everybody's keeping formation. Keaton holding the inside, Morgo holding Knox at bay. Everybody's sliding in nicely. Eagles tucked in. You're caught on the outside there. Have the inside run on Morgo here. These guys are giving each other room. This is a great start, actually. Everybody's tucked in. Nice work, lads. I'll check further back, but I don't think we've had any issues. So it looks like they're all settling in for the long haul. Very sensible start. Great start from the boys. And it'll be interesting now. Who does what? You've got the pace in that Porsche for this race, so it's not going to be easy for Knox to get past him. His championship leader's up in second. He's got
we're having a bit of Ty Morgo. Where's Ty Morgo? He's all over the shop. He's
I don't know if that's the internet or
internet troubles, yeah.
Or
his car is all over the shop. It's pinging everywhere on the screen.
He's a little bit higher than normal.
Yeah.
He's dropped back behind Viewer, so I don't know what's happened there. But I would suggest that Morgo will be riding shotgun for Eagle tonight.
And just as a little bit more information for you there, in 6 minutes' time, it looks like we're going to have some rain.
Andrelli Ray Wilkie has given us the weather. Looks like Burrow in the background has potentially run wide coming onto that back straight. The front straight rather. So if we want to just okay, we're on Keaton now.
Keaton's starting to put out a little bit of a lead over Eagle. And hasn't Eagle had a great season there?
He's fantastic. Couple of wins for the season. Certainly him and Knox And Keaton's been unlucky.
Very
with
unlucky.
racing, but he is at the moment going to take 3rd place in the championship off Fly as it stands.
That will be the live scores there, the live total, live points.
Yeah, in my head. Yeah, I'll be judge, jury, executioner tonight.
So let's go and have a look see, Bear. Where would you like us to go to? Who would you like us to centre on for a lap or two?
Let's have a look at. Let's go back to that group with Someone Medal, Aaron and Brett Wan.
Okay, let's go on to someone. Oh, gone on at the right time. Zesty's just come through on someone, taken the position of him. But someone's right up his Clackarama as they go past the start-finish line there.
Yeah, all right.
And Zesty's got
Zesty
the inside
holding
line
the inside.
there.
Oh, geez,
Brett Wan. Where has he come from? Where has he come from? Whoa.
I can tell you. That was a long distance.
There would have been a few tight stinkers in that mob there, Bear.
Poor old Medal, I tell you, he would have dudded himself then. But it looks like these guys will close back up. Zesty's like holding someone at bay, and it's a tough track to pass on.
It's very tough track.
You've got to almost outside of turn 1. I think you've almost got a there or the S-bend. That's the only place you really got a clear-cut overtaking place to go into. I think. The others, I think you're going to manufacture it yourself, I think.
And someone's just trying to measure Zesty up here. Just seeing playing a few duck and weave games with him. And we got Metal Gear right behind them.
Yeah. Closing up under brakes. And he's got actually a nice line in there, Metal has. So he's joined the duo and made it trifecta now. So they're coming into the Ari Lion Dyke.
Just remember Clackarama, mate. Great word.
Clackarama, right. Brilliant. And they're coming into the turn 1, which is called the
and someone's coming down on the inside. He's going to take Zesty. First corner.
Zesty.
He's got him. He's got him. Oh, but Zesty's Zesty's trying the... Oh, that's a great move by someone. Great move. Just saying.
Yeah, it was a pretty good move. It was all right. He did the move.
He's had a very good season as well, Bear. He's been quite pacey.
Yeah, he's finishing top 10, so or thereabouts.
This looks like a battle that can... And the rain has started, Bear. The rain has started.
Rain has started. So how long will the rain hang around for?
Well, we can already see cars slipping and slopping around. Someone awesome. His tyres don't last him very long at the best of times. So, be very interesting.
Yeah, with how he goes. The top 2 boys, they've done identical fastest laps of the race. But it'll be interesting, you know, wet weather. I'd say everybody's going to stay out if it's only going to be around for 4 or 5 minutes.
That second slot, though, that second slot of rain, that looks like it might be a bit more heavy there. It might be touching on the medium.
Yeah,
it'll be very interesting to see what happens there.
I think you're a long way from home, so I think you try and ride it out. If I'm honest, I'll have a look at some lap times to see. You go on.
8 degrees. So it's dropped a bit. Oh, my mic again.
Yeah, it keeps cutting in and out. Well,
how's that? How's that, mate? Is that better?
Zesty's
gone a bit wide there. Very, very tricky part of the track, that is.
Yeah, so I'll just have a look I'll come back to you in a sec, and I'll just have a look at see what the leaders are pumping out in this. So at the moment, it seems to be the timetable for them was sort of around that 1:37 even, 1:37.5 was their light time. So it'll be interesting to see what he actually puts out. Awkward. As far as lap time goes on this lap. So I know you're sticking with medal and that, so that's all right. Because
we haven't had medal on screen for broadcast for a while, so it's great to give everybody some screen time, I think.
And the poor bugger's had a wretched time.
He certainly has. He certainly has.
More hits than... So there you go. So they're about 4 seconds a lap slower, roughly, because Keaton's just pumped out a 1:41 in the wet. So there you go. Boys will be about that 4 seconds a lap slower, give or take. So yeah, very, very interesting. So whether it should be fine enough in a couple of minutes, but it'll still take a couple of laps for the track to dry out again for him to come back in to back down to normal race speed. I don't know where Exo's gone. Can't hear him. We're on Eagle now.
There, Bear, can you hear me now?
Yeah, can hear you now.
Right, so that turn 6 could be very interesting in the next few laps. As far as track condition is concerned, it's hard enough at the best of times in the dry. So I wonder how these cars are handling these track conditions on slicks.
Well, I'd say you'd have your traction turn right up. I mean, they don't look too bad, just quietly. Like they're... Again, lap time wise, it'll be interesting what they're... Just having a look at Eagle's time. His time pretty much identical to what Keaton did last lap, so we'll sort of see as he comes around here what his lap time will be. So he's done a 1:44, so he's slightly slower, and then Keaton... We'll have a look at what he pumped out. So,
and we've just gone 10 minutes into the race as well, Bear. So
yeah, so they're 1:44s, those boys. So they're pretty much similar pace. So I would say the track's going to dry out. So now, and we will resume normal hostilities.
And they'll be looking for some dry lines as well, I'd say, Bear.
Yeah, I think so. I think. Give it a couple of laps, the track will dry out, and we'll get that. But in the meantime, it will make it surprisingly interesting, I would say. All it'll take is for somebody to nick a curb, get a tyre out on the grass, and you'll find the Armco around this joint. There's not too many places you can't. And when you have a hit.
Oh yeah. We also got Gerwer. He's where is he? He's sitting third position in the lone Porsche.
Yeah, he's just meandering along.
Yeah, he's keeping out of trouble.
It seems like I'll tell you what, we've got Auschwitz has come from 11th, and he's picked up 4 spots to be in 7th. So
he's right behind Fly.
He's putting a little bit of pressure on Fly in the old Lexus.
And just up the road from these two, we have Noxie and Time Orgo having a bit of a battle with each other as well.
That'll be interesting little soiree here between these two guys. That sort of seems pretty set, but at the moment you've got it's all over the back of Fly, letting him know that he's there. I wonder if he'll have a bit of a dive down after we get through this little bit of a complex through here. Oh, jeez, and Fly. Crikey Moses. He has nearly come a cropper. He's had to go inside now. Because looks like Ashford's got the smell, got the scent. But he's putting the pressure on. And old mate, he's setting himself up here for, I reckon, for a dive down in the S-bend. What do you reckon, XA? Can't hear you again.
Noticed that someone awesome is in the pits, and I'm not sure what's happened there.
Yeah, right.
I don't know, what we've missed something.
Yeah, I don't know. What's happened there.
Yep, he's got some damage. He's got damage on the front end of that BMW, so he's come a cropper somewhere.
Alright, well...
I'm sure I'll hear about that later in the chat.
So, Osh Wizard is still giving hell to Fly. He's all over the back of him, letting him know that he's there. And let me tell you, Fly hasn't looked too comfortable either, just quietly. He's run wide through the hiking trail here, through the sand dunes, coming up through 6 and 7. He ran a little bit wide last time, got a bit of hippie shake, but he's a bit more subdued, which is allowing Wizard to be all over the back of him.
Right up his clacker armour there.
Knock knock, who's there? House Wizard. That is what I am saying. Because he is all over him like a cheap suit at the moment. This
is great racing there. This is what you tune in to see. Great racing. And just quietly, I was quite impressed with the Lexus this season, from my standards of driving. But the car was great to drive. Great car to drive. I don't know how many people have given the Lexus a go, but it's got some up and go there.
Yeah, well, speaking of Broomers and cars...
Here we go.
Like, let's get the big enchilada out early.
Oh!
It is...
Oh!
Hang on. Let's stick this as getting... Hang on, so Fly is out on the marbles. Jeez.
Oh! He's taking that curve pretty hard there.
That is pretty aggressive.
These two guys aren't leaving anything on the table. They're going for it. I worry about their tyres though, Bear, because
Yeah.
In battles this hard, you're going to start thinking about your tyre wear.
Because ideally you want to get to the 45-minute mark.
Exactly
ideally.
Right. Exactly.
Because I had to drive an hour on my tyres, and you end up compromising. Pressures are all wrong.
Yes.
And I was most probably 0.5 PSI, out when it came to the night drive, which
exactly. And that front left cop's an absolute hammering.
Yeah. It wasn't good. So Saint Sim can attest to that. I think I was using all the track and putting it in every awkward spot I could because my tyres were a Gonski. So it'll be interesting to see how much longer these boys can keep it up, actually. It just seems like he gets just a little bit of a gap on this run onto the front straight. That's just enough to save him into turn one.
Just enough.
Because now we can
see the Lexus really closing the gap.
Yeah, Fly's I think he's
up on that curve again there.
It is a good little line that he's got going.
It is. And here comes this Lexus, it's right there again, through the tight twisty parts.
if he's, you know, like, again, this is where mistakes can be made. And I don't know, Fly's doing all right because he's absorbing a mountain of pressure at the moment from our visit. And it's good, clean racing. That's what I like. Good, clean racing. So, yeah, very, very good.
We're getting blue flags. I don't know what the blue flags are all about.
They must be SAR fans, I would suggest. The blue flags.
Yeah.
So we've got a couple of SAR supporters.
Oh, and we got Asperger right up the last one side flight.
Oh, here we go.
This is
surely
a great
into
battle.
the S-bend. S-bend. Get him.
Fly's holding that
outside.
defensive line. He's got the defensive line. He's got the line going through.
But look at this. He's going to get him on the out.
No.
Come on.
Stick with it there.
Come on.
Stick with it. Stick with it.
Oh, he's run wide.
He's going to hold. He's going to hold. He's going to hold. He's going to hold.
Here we go. Down into the Tarzan Bosch. That's where he'll get him.
Go, you good thing.
No.
Go, green thing. Go.
Go the Lexus. Here we go. He's out on the marbles. He's pulled out. Oh, crikey.
Oh, and he's got him.
The outside.
He's taken him.
Round the outside.
Has he got him? Has he got him? Has he got him? No, no. Oh, there's a touch. There's a touch.
Oh. He's holding the inside line. Oh, and it's starting to rain again.
The rain's back. It's all happening here.
Son of a motherless goat.
Oh.
Jesus.
And after all that, Ash Wizard has taken the spot of Fly. Fly won't be impressed about that at all. But
I don't think it needs any redress. I think.
Oh no redress at all. That's just good hard racing. Good hard racing. But let's see what happens now with the rain. Let's see what happens with the rain, Bear. Let's have a look and see how other people are going in this hectic race here. Let's go. Caden's really just sort of cruising around a bit. Sort of looks like he's.
Well, you got Burradog onto the back of Rain. Burra's most probably onto the back of Rain. Only 3/10 in that. If you want to go back to 15th.
Here we are. Oh, this looks like a great battle as well.
Stalwarts.
Captain versus vice captain, opposition teams.
Yeah, I know, right? Now, Burradog was talking about going to the Lambo.
I heard this, yes.
I mean, everybody heard it. If you haven't watched the Tier 2 commentary, bloody Burradog's talking it up, he's going to the Lambo. Now, I reckon that's no chance.
No, well, you know, what I've heard...
If anything, he'd go back to the Bentley.
Well, the BOPs are supposed to be getting done for a lot of these cars. I'm not sure if they're going to look at the older cars, like the Bentley, but I do know they're going to be looking at the Merc, the Porsche, the Lambo. I would like to see them all get a good splurge of BOP and give everybody a chance to drive the cars that they really love to drive.
Yeah,
I think that's why we race as well. We want to race the cars we want to drive, and it would just add so much for spectacle as well. Seeing a grid with every car that we can offer.
Yeah, it'd be great to see everything all even.
All even.
That would it would be fantastic, because then I think you'd end up with a good multi-car grid rather.
That'd be a good question to give to our audience. What do you think of this the BOP, and what do you think the next update should bring with the BOP for all these cars? I'd like to hear what you have to say about that, guys.
Yeah,
great battle here.
Yeah, it's
British Paint's Borough. He's right in there.
Yeah, he seems to get a good run through this little section, close up the gap a fair crack, actually, just quietly.
Jeez,
He's all over him.
He's right up his ginger.
Hello, he's going late break.
Going on his side. I get worried when they come through here, Bear.
That is good driving.
That's
from
what you
both
call. Yeah, I mean, you know, you can't.
Fuck! I blame myself.
And Bear, you came out with a word that AB normally uses.
No, I didn't say it. I've gone off. I'm dead set.
I'll have to have a replay of that.
Some great racing, and they've
that's just that's a shame. That really is. Those guys were, you know. Oh, and Bo's gone off into the fence.
He's a lot of
damage. That's
no good. That's sad. That'll be. Yeah. See, there's 3-4 minutes. 3-4 minutes. Straight out of the gate.
Well, Mr. Harris is.
Oh, definitely dropped it out. Oh, right. Damn it. I knew I didn't like you, Harris. Can't hear you again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
Right, so we're on Ty Morgo, your lad, and Noxie, my lad. Brilliant. Two Astons having a good battle. Noxie's right up his cream boucher.
Is that even a word? Oh no, he's dived up on him.
Noxie,
a little bit of a touch there.
Oh,
little bit of a touch. No, that's all right.
I had a big Kev moment. I got excited.
Just enough of a margin, though. I think. I mean, it's certainly not desperation time for Noxie yet.
No,
I mean,
no.
There's an hour and 5 minutes. A lot of racing left. But Morgo's got a bit of pace this. Tonight.
Still seeing a bit of his car's really. I think he might be having some internet troubles there. His car's all over the shop.
I do notice his ping's a little higher than most.
That would be disconcerting for the driver behind him as well.
Yeah, well, you just don't know how close to get, can you?
That's right. That's right.
It's if you because you get too close and then you go, whoops, hang on a sec, he actually was there.
And when they disappear, that's even worse.
Yeah. Oh, like your microphone disappearing on me.
I'm going to hold.
Yeah.
There we go. How's that, Bear?
There we go. Back. Yeah, good. Back in action. So he's broken out a little bit of a gap here, so I don't know if Noxie's just dropped back or Morgo just put the hammer down and he's a little bit quicker through that section. But we've talking about cars before, and one of the rumours, now that obviously we're at the end of season 9 going into season 10, one of the early rumours that I've heard is that Scotty Pye's management team have been possibly made a move to see him join the P&L youth development team. And he's been potentially, and I'm not saying it's true, but he's been seen in a yellow Honda.
Well, I can deny all those rumours right now, if you like. I have been in conversation with Scotty Pye. Scotty Pye is quite happy in Team Green colours. He is looking at the Honda, but he is looking at the Honda in the magnificent green. And that's hot off the press, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, well, if there's a draft, and who knows if there is going to be a draft.
Well, what I have heard, there will not be a draft. Teams will be staying the same, but we will be looking at I reckon Burrow would have dropped in there. Yeah, Burrow would have dropped the bombs, I'd say so, yeah. What I believe is there's going to be...
Apologies for the F-bomb. That's for you, AB. There you go, swear jar. Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
What happens when you get excited?
Oh, bloody stitch the poor bugger up. Like, you know, it's like, oh, yeah, good racing. Bomba. Thanks for coming.
So we've gone 16 laps as far as the leader is concerned.
If we want to move back to, like, these guys seem pretty, like the gap seems pretty constant. So where have we got?
Let's have a look. We've got a gaggle of cars coming through to turn 6 as we speak.
So that'd be
15th?
Yeah. Oh, there's a bit of a gap there. Yeah, maybe like Bounty, John O'Stan there.
Let's have a look at Bounty. We haven't had a look at Bounty for a while. Where is Mr. Bounty? There he is. He's the man who does all our points. He's the man who works the calculator after every race. Comes out with the live point system as he did for the Tier 2 boys last week. Valuable member to Ruse. Does it every season. These are the people that, you know, deserve the accolades, because without him we wouldn't have a championship point system, and he does a fantastic job, I think.
Yeah, and if you haven't got, I mean, let's be honest, I mean, most of us will be over at the podium anyway. You know, great little website. You can do your driver history on there, have a look and see what your winning percentage is or your podium percentage is. Mine still
says 0 from 3 years ago, so it goes to
that's
show.
About right, though. That is accurate, though. I think mine's at 4%.
4%.
It was 0.
I'd like to see AB's percentage, actually. That would be quite interesting.
I don't know if it goes negative. I'll tell you what, let's go through. Let's see. Just while we're watching this, looks like Brett Want is picking up onto the back of Bounty, it would look like.
He's right there, and I've heard a lot of things about this McLaren around this circuit, and it does seem quite good. What I've seen with Keaton here and Brett Want, they seem very, very, very good around here, Bear. They're
Yeah, they seem to be. He's all over the back of him now, coming down the main straight. Maybe going to try. There. Hopefully, his dive up the inside goes better than last time.
That's a great move. That's a great move.
Looks like it has. That is nice and tidy there. Nice and tidy. I like it.
He's a class driver, Brett Want. He been in the game for a long time there, and he's stuck with the McLaren. For I'm not sure how many seasons. You might know, Bear, how many seasons Brett's been in the McLaren?
Forever since I can remember. He been there. Like I don't think I've seen him out of the McLaren.
No, I don't think so either. No, but he's doing a great job now. He's where's he sitting? He's sitting 10th spot.
It's at top 10, so that's good. Oh, here we go. Here we got some stats. This hasn't been updated yet.
Keaton seems to be travelling along quite nicely there. He's 7 seconds in front of Eagle Wind.
Yeah, Eagles. Oh, the rain is back. And it's going to be heavy, it looks like. Yeah, Eagles just keeping what he's doing. We might, if we can zip through to back to Knox and Morgo. Like, looks like Knox is on the back of Morgo. He's like about 10th of a second. I know, and it's open back up to Harper.
These Astons are supposed to be brilliant little cars in the wet, so this should be an enthralling little battle.
Auschwitz too, cruising around in 5th, so keeping Fly at bay, which if the current standings stay in place, then definitely Keaton would be snabbling up 3rd in the championship, and Knox would be 2nd, and Eagle would be taking home all the chocolates.
It's going to be very interesting when these, when the top 4, I think, when they start taking their pit stops, when they're going to be taking them.
Stu's just put in the chat, because we've been watching the other bids, Gua has already done his pit stop.
We've got Zesty in there at the moment.
So he was in 3rd when he did that pit stop, so be interesting to where that brings him out, and whether he can do an hour on his hour and change on his tyres.
Would he have gone wets, or would he be going?
No, he'd be just on dries.
On dries, yeah.
I don't think we'll see anybody dive in to go on wets. Like, I mean, it'll be heavy. And it looks like we've got cloud.
It's cloud, rain, cloud. So yeah, the track will be drying out as well, and then another shower would come. So no real point to be looking at wets really.
But the track temperature has dived though. It's down to 20. Oh, well,
24.
It was down at 23, 24 now.
24.
So interesting.
Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Looks like, by the looks of it, Burrow Dog's put the car in the back of the truck, and he's probably sitting back having a few frothies right now. Bad luck, Burrow. That was a great battle you were having. Unfortunately, racing contact, not
so it
by.
looks like Auschwitz just come out of the pits as well, so he's rejoined the race. Looks
17th at the moment, it's saying.
Yeah. So that's alright. So we'll just have to keep an eye on this. It looks like interesting. I think an hour on a set of tyres be interesting, because I don't know if it goes into the night and the temperatures drop as much as it did last time. You're going to compromise early on, because you might get a bit. But then again, it is reasonable, a lot cooler than what our race was. So
we actually finished our race probably about 12:15 p.m. You hear that bit?
Yep.
Sorry, mate.
Sorry, I was just having a
12:15 p.m. 12:15. Sorry, a.m. p.m. I've had a couple
anybody
of
want to teach? Anybody want to teach? That's what he said.
It looks like the Eagle tyre is starting to get a bit of a gap on Noxie here.
Yeah, it seems to close up, then branch back out. I mean, there's gaps all over the field at the moment. Like, I'm just having a look. Yeah, Eagle's most probably just circulating, staying out of trouble. Just trying to do what he's doing.
You've got Metal and
Adman's
in a
just
little
gone
bit
into
of
the pits. Adman's in the pits. His car doesn't actually look too bad.
So yeah, this could be
coming out. He's leaving the pits now.
This could be a tactic that he's been thinking. Oh, and he's just given himself a stop-go.
Oh, stop-go. Shouldn't have mentioned anything about...
You know...
He'll give himself 6 of the best.
He
Looks
will,
like metal...
He will not be happy, Ads.
Alright, so it'll be interesting to see how where metal comes out. Went into the pits in 8th. So you think he would drop in somewhere between maybe 16th. He might drop back into the race.
It's going to be very interesting.
A rough guesstimate. So
coming up on 50 minutes left in the race there. These are going. This is the time I think drivers will really start to, you know, there's a lot of fatigue with these with this track. I noticed last week as well. Unlike you, I've never fallen asleep behind the wheel while I've been racing, unlike yourself.
Yeah, correct.
But this time of the race, you get yourself into a zone and you're thinking that you're okay, and then one corner could be all over for you. So you really got to keep your wits about you.
There you go. So yeah, Metal's come out in 15th. So that's all right. So he got lapped by, as he came out, Keaton went past. So Eagle won't be coming up on him for a little while, I would suggest. Okay, the ball of this, it looks like he's got car 212, so Someone Awesome is between him. So Someone Awesome and Metal are between Eagle and Keaton at the moment. So there'll be a bit of blue flag action, I would suggest.
This is going to be that's going to be another very interesting part of the race tonight. I think blue flags will determine a lot, I think, in the later stages. AB can attest to that. He's seen a lot of blue flags in his time.
Correct. The track is greasy, and if you have a look up in that top corner,
we're getting
you're not
some more rain.
Believe it. It is more rain.
More rain.
Bloody rainified did the bloody rain dance, and it has worked an absolute treat tonight, because it is dead set. I am thankful that our race was not like this, because it would have been crikey.
Speaking of the man, there he is now, Rain of Fire in the AMG. Great sounding car, that there.
Yeah, it is one of the nicest sounding cars. Piece of rubbish to drive, but a nice sounding car. It's funny how certain cars will, obviously, you know, your driving style and all that sort of stuff. Like, you know, Rain obviously loves that AMG, whereas I've driven it once and I don't know. Well, I just wasn't feeling it.
I think it's an acquired taste there.
Yeah, but that's like any car, I guess.
It is.
Like,
it is.
All those Audi guys.
Where are we going, Bear? Who would you like us to concentrate a little bit of time on?
Where are the boys? Let's have a look at... we haven't... Let's see what... I don't know what the gap is, but like we haven't been on Black Falcon all night.
Let's go look at Black.
See what he's doing down there. You know...
Oh, and he's held it. I say he's on...
oh, my giddy aunt.
She was going all... She was hell-bent for leather there.
He's clearly gone and seen Buddy the Fast and Furious 10 before he's jumped on tonight. Dead set. I think he's doing that for all his race fans out there. Giving them the claw or whatever it is.
I'd really love to see some BOP come back for this Bentley, because it's a great car to drive. It really is.
There we go. We're starting.
And the rain. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, and this is actually interesting now because this will be a chunk of rain, and it's only getting less in 6 minutes' time. So I don't know how long it'll go on for. So this is really set the cat amongst the pigeons on this one.
It certainly has. So we've got 6 minutes of rain there.
At least. Which means 6 minutes of crikey, Moses. He's dived in. Is he going to...
Hey, what's happening here? Has he got damage there? Has he got damage?
No, I think he's somehow made it into the pits.
I think he wants wet.
Jeez.
Well, we'll see when he comes out. We'll see when he comes out what he's... Because she wasn't looking too graceful out there, the big girl.
No. See, so it's another 6 minutes. It's a light shower. Crikey, you'd be in the corridor of doubt, wouldn't you? Because this is almost going to be everybody's pit window.
It is.
Like ideally, this is where you're going. Okay, I'm about to change tyres.
Yes.
But the rain might stop. But how long does it take for the track to dry out?
So do you take the gamble?
Well, see, I don't know if you do.
I'm so glad we weren't put in this position last week, Bear, because this is tough. This is tough for all the drivers. Yeah. They're right in that meaty part of the race, and they're trying to consolidate positions. Very tough.
It definitely added dimension for tonight now, because it's getting heavy.
It certainly is.
But they reckon it stops in about 2-3 minutes time. But then the track's got to dry out. So I think you might stay
Black
on
Falcon's
dries.
got himself a stop go.
Oh, of course he does. We watched him. Of course he's got to stop and go. Why wouldn't he?
You know, we've had quite a few of these stop and goes.
Eagle is gone.
Could it have been track limits or...
Unlikely round here.
Oh, we've had Ty Moore go through the old sand dunes there, and Noxie nearly followed him.
Yeah, right. Okay, so we're on Noxie at the moment, are we? Rightio. Yep. Yeah.
It'd be very interesting to see what the championship points would be at this stage.
I can tell you, Eagle wins the. Noxie would be second, and Keaton would be third. That's where they would end. What the points would be, nobody cares. They just know that they're the steps they'd be on. Imagine if Harris was racing in the wet. You reckon he would have stayed on the track? Noxie's gone wide.
That could be a question to for Noxie to answer, for Harris to answer now.
Yeah. How do you reckon you would have gone in the wet, Harris? If you had to drive in this on slicks? Very interesting question. Who are we sitting on now? Noxie he went wide just before, so that's why he's gone busted out to 1.8.
And Jambo, he's sitting in the comfortable 11. Jambon.
Yeah, still got to go to pits though. So he'll drop down the order there. I think he'll come back out in about 15, 16.
Just seen a car and it's Black Falcon. He's had a bit of an off. Just behind Noxie.
Yeah, he's back on the track. I wonder when these guys are coming in. Oh, look at it. Even under acceleration, you can see that thing starting to twitch at the back end.
Oh yeah. So we've got someone awesome.
No, they've both gone through the sand pit.
We've got Jono and we've got Brett Watt in the pits at the moment. taking their pit
Yeah.
stops.
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
Noxie's
Noxie
really
and
having a
Morgo.
bit of trouble controlling that back end of that Aston.
Yeah, well, they both just went through the S-bend. They cut that. I wouldn't
Do they
imagine
go?
you've got track
Do
cuts.
they take tyres? Do they take tyres? And when do they pit? Well, here we go.
Morgo's
going in.
Morgo's in.
Noxie's no. He chooses to continue on, and Black Falcon's coming in. Looks like to get rid of his stop go.
I'm thinking Morgo's just going to stick to the plan and just come out in slicks.
Well,
Because the
quite
rain's about
dicey
to
out there
stop.
right now, though.
Because the
Yeah,
rain's
it is.
about to stop.
But there's a lot of water on that track.
Yeah, I don't know.
Could
There
be
is
up.
19,
There's
19,
someone
20
in
cars
the
on
fence
there.
there. Who do we have there? Alright, so we've got Fly coming in.
For those blokes, whoops, I don't know where we're at. Sorry, just bear with me 2 seconds.
Where is Noxie? Well, Noxie's taking the lead, but I'm pretty sure he's going to have to really consider this pit stop.
Yeah, well, I'm just loading up on YouTube again, so I don't know what we're actually on. But if I'm having a look at...
Just sitting on Noxie at the moment because I'm interested to see if he's going to take his pit stop here on this lap. 29 laps have gone.
You'd have to think so, like you're losing. You may as well, you're losing time hand over fist.
And he's coming in now.
He's heard us.
Yes, he's heard us.
He's gone, boys, you are correct. I'm going to dive in.
Right, so now here we go, Ben. This is going to make it very interesting.
I'll have a look where Morgo is. So Morgo's just come out that short straight down towards into the S-bend. He does have Gua all over him.
He certainly does.
Moment. So
both taking their pit stops.
So it was a good pit stop for Morgo there because he, I mean, Gua though he's made up a chunk of time in that stop though. So Morgo's
coming
still
onto the straight now.
Coming onto the straight now. And
Noxie's still sitting still in the pit, so he's going to lose this position.
Okay.
He's going to.
Yep, that's for sure, because Morgo's about to enter into turn 1 and just going around turn 1.
And Noxie's just come out the pit.
Tarzan Bosch, turn 1, for those that want to know the name. Going to Tarzan Bosch.
Tarzan Bosch. So here we go.
Yeah, this is it.
Last 37 minutes of the race, and I believe everyone's taken their pit stops except for Bounty and Rain of Fire. Interesting to see when they take their pit stops as well there, because they're currently sitting in 6th and 8th position. You don't want to stay out there for too long because it will hurt your finishing position, guaranteed. You don't want to be having to fight back for all those positions that you've lost.
No. So it'll be interesting for Noxie now because he does have to make a pass Gua again, which is no easy feat at all. That is going to be a tough assignment. So looks like I'm back up to time on the thing. So Morgo's got a bit of a gap from going out, so that's good.
So we still see someone awesome sitting in the pits as well, Bear.
Yeah.
Has he pulled the pin? Has he, or?
I would suggest so at 6 down.
Also see Black Falcon still sitting in the pits as well. But you know, these points all count towards your team as well.
Yeah, well, that's the interesting thing. That's what I was just going to say. Like, The team championship, actually, let me bring that up because we didn't go through that. We got carried away.
Every point counts.
Yeah, well, that's right. Like, you've got to remember that, yeah, okay, you've had a bad night yourself, but team points are always up for grabs.
Exactly
so
right.
It's like, and it doesn't take much to bring it over the line. Like, just bringing up team stuff, so bear with me.
Ty's. Ty's. I wonder if Ty is. We'll have to have a look at his tracking because he's a little bit loose for some of these corners there.
Yeah, which says to me that we've definitely gone
on the slicks.
On the slicks, I would suggest. Yeah.
So how are you all enjoying this race tonight, everybody? Love to hear from you. Send us a message and let us know your thoughts. Who you think definitely could take out the title as far as driver positions are concerned.
Oh, crikey.
Oof. Oof.
Run wide as you like there. Crikey Moses.
They had my sphincter a little bit tight there.
Yeah, well. I'm just ignoring it and going on. Yeah, so SAR started 59 points behind tonight, BHR. But BHR have got, a couple of cars in the top 10, so I think we've only got Keaton there, I think, who else?
I'm going to run through a few of the cars that we haven't really been having much screen time to as well while we're at this position of the race. So at the moment we're on Gaza from Team BHR. He's currently sitting in 15th position. He's just sort of cruising around a bit. Metal Steel, where are you, Metal Steel? You're sitting in 12th. Let's have a look at Metal. Another one in the AMG. Be interesting to hear the lads' thoughts on the cars that they chose for this. Oh, we have someone off in front of Metal. Who was that? It was Aaron in the Beamer. He's come a cropper just before turn 6 there.
No, it's an SAR driver, so that won't be helping them. Certainly not helping him, that's for sure.
That's for sure.
Still a lot of water on the track.
A lot. Yeah.
It'd be pretty slippery offline, so the track still is rated as wet at the moment.
Right.
It's sitting at 22 degrees. So, it'd be interesting tyre pressures. So this is where I think we start getting into the tricky part.
And Keaton's actually gone into the pits and Eagle has taken the race lead.
Guess what happened there?
So that's Ty Morgo is moved into second. So this...
It looks like he has actually got a lot of damage on that thing. I'm just on Keaton's car in the pits.
Keaton?
And there is a lot of damage.
Oh dear, yeah, he's come a cropper somewhere.
Yeah, we have missed that. So that is unlucky because he was having a fantastic race. But I mean, he can certainly fix that, and I think he'll be able to come back into the top 10. He was clearly quick, so I don't know whether he's put a tyre just off or he's just gone offline.
And that's
a little bit of water.
That's what we talk about with this track there. It can be a nemesis really quick.
Yeah. Well, you know, you're most probably coming over the top of 6 and 7 into 8 and 9, where the sun at the moment would be shining right in your eyes. And as we know, that really messed up with your braking markers.
It really did. It really did.
So maybe that's all it was. He came into there. He's still not moving in the pits. I'll stay on him in the pits until we...
Just trying to have a look around for a bit of a battle somewhere around here. Seems to be everyone sort of...
Jono stands 0.3 off.
Oh, he certainly is.
Rain.
Oh, and he's just given Rain a bit of a howdy-doody, I think.
Oh, no. Okay, so...
Rain's gone into the pits for his pit stop. Bounty looks like the only one out there that hasn't completed his pit stop there.
Yeah, right. It looked like Keaton's car was dropped down, so I don't know. Keaton might have just pulled the pin on the night, I think, because it came off the jacks and it still hasn't left the pit, so Keaton might have pulled the pin for tonight. Potentially. I hope I'm wrong. For all you SAR fans out there. But, yeah, it looks like he's parked her up.
Yeah, again, we talk about team points as well, Bear. Again, with this sort of situation. I mean, it's tricky. It's tricky.
Yeah, you've got to go out and circulate, though. I think it's team points are important.
Yeah.
Look, making up 59 points, was it doable? Maybe, maybe not. But I would say that at the slot and marker Bosch turn 6 is where he's most probably come a cropper, I would say.
Dreaded turn 6.
Yeah. Which on paper, 6 and 7, you know, that's pretty sad end to an absolute stellar season. So that would see him potentially, if I go and have a look, like he potentially might not even finish 4th in the championship, because Fly is there, but I think someone is pulled out as well, so you might be right. Just having a look at it now.
We'll just go for a look down through the list of the cars. We're on medal at the moment in the Merc. Nothing really going on around him. He's just driving his own race. Having a very respectable 8th place at the moment there. His medal.
Yeah, car's looking pretty straight.
Yep. He's kept himself out of trouble. Which isn't easy on this track.
The last pit stop's just been done, so that's good.
Bounty's finished.
Bounty's finished, he's out. But you know, medal circulating. I mean, the bloke's had some unfortunate incidents the last couple of races, so it's good to see him getting round and going to finish off with a solid top 10.
And anything can still happen there. Anything can still happen. You still have 26 odd minutes to go.
Yeah, true. You've got bloody Maverick and Iceman out front. So,
who's Maverick and who's Iceman? Who's Iceman?
Iceman was the wingman.
Yeah, so exactly. That's a bit of time Augo. Yep. So while we're on Eagle right now, he's had a great season. He had 2 wins in a row back in the early stages. I think rounds 4 and 5. I think they were.
Yeah, middle of the season. Yeah, old 2-time.
Old 2-time. Yep. He's probably been called out a few times. He's looking very, very safe and stable out there, Bear. He's running his race now. And what would this mean to Eagle to take the Drivers' Championship, Bear?
Like anybody, I guess. I think it's a long time coming, and I think like everybody puts in a lot of practice. So yeah, I think how could you not be happy?
Well deserved.
He's well deserved. He's a pretty cool lad. He
is.
He was that cool. He was that cool before the race. When I was talking to him, I had to go get my jumper and put it on. That's how cool he was. He just yeah.
I've always known him as the cool kid.
Yeah, correct.
Just ice in the veins. A great competitor, Bear. What are you laughing at?
Just called me in the chat. Cop's just gone Bear is goose. I'll take that. He was pretty cool. I'm not going to say no. Yeah, but no, I think it's great for him. I think it's well deserved, and he's been super consistent all year, all season. So why not?
And that's where it all comes down to the consistency. We were talking about this in the BHR chat that Noxie hasn't had a win in the whole season, and to be where he was coming into this race, it just goes to show it's all about consistency. He's just been a consistent top 4 placings every week, every race. But if you really want to get down to the nuts and bolts of it, Eagles sort of set himself up, I think, to be in the position he was in that middle sector of the season.
Yeah, he got a bit of a run on, some good driving. Won at Brands in the wet with that move around the outside of fly into turn 1.
That was a great move.
So that was turn 2, awkward.
Turn 2.
Yeah.
Turn 0 actually.
Yeah, turn 0. I think he's had a good season overall. You can't begrudge a guy. It's and I think if he keeps circulating, fingers crossed, no more surprises. It should be all right.
We're on Ty Morgo at the moment. You're El Capitan.
El Capitan, yes.
He's had some. He's been involved in quite a few skirmishes, first corner skirmishes this season. None really his fault at all. He's been in the wrong place at the wrong time.
He's most probably brought a lot of them on himself by his bad attitude, No, it's I think with the racing, this year in Tier 1, the race starts have been a bit problematic. I think tonight was an absolute fantastic.
Best I've
Everybody
seen.
was really good. Oh yeah, 100%. Everybody tucked in behind. It was really good. Everybody got a good.
And that's all you have to do. That's all you have to do.
There has been the odd touches, but I think the big thing is stay out there, plug away, get across the line. Oh no!
Oh, who was that?
That was Bounty, I think. Has into the wall pretty hard there.
Bounty.
Hopefully he can get round still, because you don't want to be going back. And it looks like Morgo's coming up on Zesty. So
team orders, are there team orders tonight there?
No, just common courtesy. Blue flag will move out of the road.
Yep.
That's what it's. You know, so it'll be interesting. I can see Noxie there, just 2.5 back. We might just keep an eye on that little in that margin. There's 2.5 back. Let's have a look. See what the
20 minutes to go.
Lap times. Yeah, so it's not all over.
And there's no rain being forecasted so far there. I think we've had more rain changes than we've had lead changes.
Yeah, you wouldn't want rain at night. That'd be for ya.
I can't really see what the time is. Can you see what the time is in the race there?
Yeah, approaching 2 seconds. See, so actually at this rate, Noxie's anywhere from half a second to a second quicker than Morgo at the moment. Your microphone's gone again, but yeah, that's interesting. So Noxie, give him another couple of laps, will be sitting on the back of Morgo at this rate. So he's got it down to 1.6. So maybe in another 3 laps. I mean, Zesty's doing the whole blue flag thing.
Great stuff there, Zesty. Great stuff.
Yeah,
that's not easy to do around, especially that section of the track. And it's raining and it's dark.
And it's easy to joke about. Oh yeah, you know, BHR, PNL. I think they mentioned that rivalry last week, but PNL hates everybody equally. FYI, just for everyone. Nobody likes Borough Dog anyway. You know, and bloody GRT. And we only tolerate PRT because Bounty does the points. You know, and SAR who? Yeah, that's there. So, yeah. No, I'm joking. Just firing up season 10 already. PNL versus the world. No.
Yeah.
No,
well,
but this will be interesting.
We do take the competitive side very seriously in our own way, as far as a driver is concerned, because you want to be as competitive as you can be. That's what we do it for. But the community we have Race on Oz is second to none. Everybody gets along, everyone, and that at the end of the day, that's, to me, that's why we turn up every week, because we're all good mates off track. We want to beat each other on track, but that's just the way it is. It's what racing is. But it's been a really good season, both Tier 1 and Tier 2. Competitive, but happy and getting on with it.
And Noxie's got onto the back of Morgo here.
This is going to be a very interesting...
He's got it down to 0.7. I was almost just going to say we should go back to Aaron and Medal, but this is...
I was just about to.
But this has closed right up quite quickly. So we'll keep an eye on that gap from Aaron and Medal as well. See how that gap goes. It's staying at 0.9, so that's okay. We'll just keep an eye on it.
It's going to be very interesting right up to the final lap of these two, I'd say. And my Clackarama might be coming up a little bit more often in the dying stages of this race.
But it'll be interesting to see if there are any car moves for people.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, see, it'd be interesting to see some of the like yours. I would suggest it's going to just stay in the Porsche because they've got the new Porsche car coming. but will any of the other front guys move?
I believe I've heard that Psycho is going to be jumping in the Beamer for season 10.
Right, well, that's not changing into a different car, so this Beamer's very popular, so I'm wondering if people will go to some non-popular cars. It'll be interesting if Burra does go to the Lambo.
Ty got a little bit loose there.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's 0.7. That's all right, though.
That was just before turn 6 that time, Bear.
Yeah. See, now this will be...
I might actually just jump onto Ty's car. I just want to see how it's behaving itself. Let's see how she goes in this back section of the track.
Well, the track's dropped to 20 degrees now.
That's right. Yeah,
so this
Ty
is where...
attempts to be...
Yes. Like, I mean, but you can hold people out, though. Trust me.
Yeah.
I did it for 20 minutes, so if I can hold people out more, it'd be a red-hot chance of holding people out. You just got to dump your car on a bad line.
He'd definitely be keeping an eye on him, though, in that rear-view mirror.
Yeah. And it's actually hard to manage. It's hard to judge the gap back to the car behind. Like, if I had a battle with Scotty Pye, and a couple of times I thought, geez, but when you watch the stream back, it's like, actually, no, he was actually a lot further back than what I thought at that point. So driving with headlights and judging distance,
yep,
pretty hard. And then you add in that it's been wet because the track's now only just damp, so you most probably got reflection off the track. So
your brake markers, you lose them.
Yeah, so it's going to get pretty sporting for the last
this is definitely
14 minutes.
Just trying to see what time we are on that track. I don't think it's actually... I can't actually see what the time of the
Let me have a
time
look.
we are around that race. Looks like also Ty Morgo's ping has settled itself as well, Bear.
His wife must have got off Netflix and stopped watching Bridgerton or something like that, I would suggest. Or the kids aren't on YouTube, whatever the case may be. So, happy days for him. Yeah, it's an interesting little gap, this. It's sort of like, if we go away, something happens. There's a couple little medals on the almost on the back of Aaron.
Oh, and here we go. Noxie, looks like Noxie's just about ready to reel in Ty. He's having a look-see.
Yeah, I think he's gonna want to be right up under his wing for that to work.
I have noticed though, Bear, coming down that straight, he's been picking up a bit more speed on Ty. He obviously in his stream, but he just seems to have have a little bit more pace down the straights. Could that be tyre life, or could that be? Could be a number of things.
He could just have a better run from the RE Lara.
He's right there with him, right there. Right on the black dot.
Yeah, where are they coming through now? 300, so back of the circuit. Like, he's going to want to have a good run here. I think he's too far back to have a dive into the S-bend.
I do think he's looking at the spots that he knows he can make some ground up, and they're the times I'm thinking he's going to be giving it a red hot go. There's one thing I don't like about the Aston though, Bear, and that's the brake lights on the thing.
Right.
You can hardly see them during the daytime. And I reckon I've taken out a few Astons in my time, just because of the brake light situation. You're not the best.
Maybe your eyesight's not the best.
Well, I've taken you out a few times when you've been in front. Now I can't get close here.
That's the P&L Youth Development
Oh, the
Program.
youth adult.
Yeah, correct.
Yep.
No, Morgo just seems to be holding him off. He sort of just seems to be able to hold that little distance. Like Noxie seems to close up through this back part of the circuit, and then Morgo just does just enough to break it up.
Just looking at the other cars as well. We've Os Wizards in 5th spot there, Bear. He's had a great race.
Yeah, Osh Wizard, bloody Jono Stan, great race through.
I'm not sure about their positions, where they're sitting. As far as
Jono Stan 6th. Osh Wizard.
No one
in the championship, or
yeah, well, yeah, the championship was. I was looking at his points the other day. He could have upset a few people. There's no one inside of Boss Wizard there at all. Jono Stan, he's coming around as well. I think that's through.
Rain must be all over the back of Zesty there, because he's 5/100ths behind. So.
And we're on that battle right now, Bear. This could be a great battle right to the end as well, this. And right behind them, who do we have? Is that Adman behind these two?
Yeah, he's 3 laps down.
Yeah, he's 3 laps down, yeah. He seems to have a bit of pace, though.
Yeah, a bit of a shame. Like, obviously, he must have had a bit of a bump early on in the evening and cost him a bit of time in the pits, or he's a tactical error, but he's still going out, churning out laps.
That's what it's about there. Exactly right.
Yeah, and he's keeping pace. Oh, he's rain. He was late on the boat anchors there.
Really dark now, Bear. It's
Yeah.
I'm thinking
it'd be problematic.
Yeah, there's 7 minutes left in the race.
It's raining at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean,
we had this last week. Well, we just had the pitch black, but these guys have got the whole kit and caboodle.
In theory, you could have just gone. It looks like Knox slipped through on Morgo as well, but it's assuming that there's no errors or anything from Eagle. He's got about a 28-second lead over Knox, so
with 6 minutes left to run.
With 6 minutes to go, so I think I think if you like, obviously hindsight, holy dooly, that was on in the back. If you switched to wets, would it have been that bad? Because the track did go to damp, so then it's come back to a wet track yet again. So
we've also got Fly in the top 7, in the top 10, sitting nicely in 7th there. So we've got a BHR 2nd and 7th at the moment. These points, they'll all add up.
Oh no! Zesty spun.
Zesty?
Yeah, Zesty is spun, so rain's gone through on him, so that's alright. So we're on.
He's got a bit of damage to that Beamer as well, Bear.
Yeah, I think they all. Now it'll be interesting how Noxie goes.
We've still got Rain. Where's Rain? Well, Bounty's taken 13th. Rain is in 15th. Adman is in this battle though, by the looks of that. Or is he? Is he 2 laps down? Oh, he's 2 laps down.
2 laps down.
Yep.
2 laps.
So this
It's
where when we're coming up to when we're coming up to just over 5 minutes left in the race, especially for the guys up the front end of the field, you know, these are crazy times, and let's just hope nothing happens. But generally, this is where the real racing begins as well, especially when you're fighting.
Yeah, and it's rain is all over the back now. Of him, so I don't know if he's. I don't know if you're squeezed by, but interesting. And then Adman just hanging on.
Great battle these.
That looked like a bit of a tap.
Oh,
That's all right. It's I don't think he won't have a dive here. You wouldn't think. No.
there's quite a bit of damage to that beamer. It's lost a bit of the
I do
RCM
like
there.
the glowing exhaust tips. They're always good.
They are, yes. Haven't seen many sparks from the cars like there were last week, but I know I ran my Lexus pretty low around here, and it served its purpose, I thought.
Yeah, so they've got people have got a little bit higher, so.
Getting quite interesting here with rain.
Battle for 14th, yeah. You would think here he's got to be in a position to make.
Here he goes. Here we go. This could be Zesty's got that inside line there, but he's Zesty.
Yeah,
luck,
run
mate,
wide,
bad luck.
outbraked him. Outbraked himself on that one. That's good constant pressure by rain then. Yeah, unlucky, but easy to outbrake yourself when you're trying to defend a line or on position. So, yeah, sure that won't be the last time that happens for people.
So we've just under over 2 minutes left to go. We're on the championship at the moment. We're on the championship leader, Eagle Wind. He'll just be taking it nice and easy, I'd say, Bear, with these last couple of minutes.
Yeah, I don't think he'll change too much, because I think you've got into your rhythm. You're almost there. The moment you try to drive safe is the moment you know, because he's not going to care. He can give, you know, there's most probably 2 laps left in this race, if that. Yeah, so he's got 26 seconds, so he could potentially just go super slow 2 laps.
Put it into automatic pilot and just cruise these last couple of laps.
Yeah, but I think once you get into a rhythm with these sort of more long distance racing, that you want to stick to the rhythm, so and the process. But it'll be a nice little win if he can guide at home. He would be crapping himself right now. I would strongly suggest.
Might be a bit of excrement in that car, you think, there?
Yeah, it quite possibly could be, because he would be, heart and mouth sort of stuff. Morgo's losing time, so I would suggest that Morgo's got a problem with tyre pressures.
Yep.
To be losing 2 seconds less than a lap, well, that's significant.
So we should be coming up to the final lap after this lap, I'd suggest. It's saying 8 seconds on the clock there, left in the race.
I'd say we would have one more.
One more, I'd say so as well.
Time's up, so
let's have a look-see, see what happens. And the checkered flag has been waved. Congratulations to Eagle Wind.
Yeah,
from
well done, Eagle.
P&L Championship in the bag for you there, mate. Congratulations. A great race.
The driver's over, so that'll
Knox
be...
Parker's coming over next. He'll be in second. A great season from Noxie.
Yeah, great. Noxie's done well.
Really well.
Looks like Morgo will
Tom Morgo comes over in third.
Comes in third. Flip through to Ewer, who will take fourth. Our Schwizard, great drive, stayed out of trouble. That Lexus looked pretty smooth all night.
Yep.
So, yeah, what can you say on that one? So
I'm actually contemplating giving it another go. You never know. I just love the car.
Yeah, you know what, I get it. Jono Stan coming home. Very, very credible. Sixth. Gazza.
Great drive.
Came from nowhere.
Gazza,
that's exactly right, and he has snavelled seventh.
Good points for BHR.
Fly has taken home eighth.
Great points for BHR.
Aaron is in ninth, and then Mendel has rounded out the top 10. And then we've got Brett Want, Jambon, Bounty, Rain of Fire, Zesty, and Adman, who completed the race. And then Keaton bowed out with 18 laps to go. And then Black Falcon bowed out with 26 to go. And then someone 27 laps. And then poor old Burrow Dog copped my curse. I've dropped the F-bomb, and he pulled out 35 laps from home. So, unfortunate way for the season to end.
Unfortunate way, yeah.
Yeah, but assuming all things be fair,
and
there's no surprises in the stewards' room, you would say that your Tier 1 Season 9 champion is Eagle Wind. Knox will be second.
Great drive from both of those guys. Great drive.
I would imagine that Fly will have done enough to hold out third.
Yep.
I think he will take the final step on the podium. Will be
Do you think Eagle will fly to number 1 for next season?
I don't know.
I think that would be. It has been spoken about. A lot of drivers have spoken about carrying over the number 1 to whatever championship that they've won in. I think that's it's a great idea, even to give it a thought. But on that, congratulations to Eagle Wind. Great season you had, mate. Be proud of yourself and the efforts that you've put in. It's not easy to win a race at the best of times, especially in tonight's race where there was so many changes, conditions on track, and but the standard of racing was absolutely superb from everybody tonight. So give yourselves a pat on the back for that, lads. Great racing, great hard racing, great bear racing.
Yeah, best Tier 1 race yet.
Yeah.
On that note,
Bear, thank you very much, mate, for stepping in and doing this with me. AB, you're sitting on the couch a bit, having a few quiet Coca-Colas. And thank you everybody. Thank you everybody for tuning in on the stream tonight and the last few races we have done. We'd like to go around again if that happens. But again, thank you very much to everybody, and congratulations to everybody who turned up and had a go tonight.
And good work to old Death Roller taking home the chocolates.
And to my lad, well done, Noxie. Hold your head high, mate. You've done a great job as well, mate.
Yeah, great season.
Great season. All right, lads, we will sign off from now, and we hope to see you all again in Season 10.
That's correct. Adios.
Adios. Thanks, mate. See you, Bear.
See you, mate.